Hello friends, I am Saket Bansal and today I am talking about configuration management. Now before I start talking about configuration management, I want to tell you a small story. There was a developer and he was working on a work package. He did everything as per WBS Dictionary and finally submitted the work package to a quality control team for verification. And quality control team rejected the work package, saying that this is not meeting the acceptance criteria as defined in WBS Dictionary. Now this developer got into the details how it could happen and ultimately found it out that both of these guys were referring a different version of WBS Dictionary. You might have faced such situations in your project where two team members are referring different version of design, different version of requirement documents. Such problems are solved using good configuration management system. A configuration management system documents the procedure of changing these artifacts. It ensures that everybody gets the same version whenever they pick it from a configuration management system. Now, as in project management, in configuration management also, we start with a plan. So first thing which we do in configuration management is we prepare a configuration management plan. The configuration management plan tells us which all items are configurable. Now configurable items means that you have various artifacts in your project, project plans, your project documents, out of them which all you want to be managed by configuration management system. So the items, the artifacts which are managed by configuration management system is called configurable items. So configuration management plan first identify the configurable items. It also identifies out of these configurable items which all configurable items must be following formal change control process. Now you may think that why don't we follow a formal change control process for all? It is not needed. You always have a limited time and energy for doing all those things. So look at a case that you have a one configurable item which is called WBS Dictionary. You have another configurable item which is called issue log. Now WBS Dictionary, the change in a WBS Dictionary is a big thing because many other configurable items are dependent on it. If you are changing an acceptance criteria, your test case, your activity plan, your costing, your resourcing, many things may get changed. But when you are adding or removing an issue in an issue log, the direct impact not be that much. So you may need to have a different process of controlling these configurable items, and that is what is documented in configuration management plan. A configuration management plan also talks about how are you going to record the changes, which systems you are going to use, for how long you want to maintain the history. In some organization, in some governments, put in compliance that you need to have a history of 5 years, 3 years, 4 years. So such kind of details are documented in configuration management plan. Now sometime, or I would say majority of time, if you are working on product, your configuration management activity is not independent. They are highly influenced by product level configuration management. And usually you end up having two views of configuration management. One view is coming from product level configuration items, another is coming from project level configurable items. So what is this product level configurable items? Say a product specification document, product characteristics, product user manual, product bill of material, all composition related to the product is coming from a product branch, product history, and they has to be maintained for subsequent projects also. A project level configurable item could be project management plan, your WBS dictionary specific to this particular product, this particular project may remain a project level configurable item. So when you are making a configuration management plan, you may need to consider that I need to also ensure that product level integrity of artifact is also maintained. Now, done with the planning? So primarily, you end up doing configuration management related activities under the process perform integrated change control, because while performing integrated change control, you are changing the configurable items. either by following a change management process, or sometimes you also do a direct change in a configurable items when you are not following integrated change control process for a given item. Now, what type of activities you might be doing while following a perform integrated change control? Again, you might be doing configuration identification. So you would be identifying which all items should be following a structured change control process. Identification. Now, the second one is an important one, which is configuration accounting. So configuration accounting is like a transaction system. You do day in, day out configuration accounting only. So whenever you change a one version to another version, you log that information. That is configuration accounting. You log the information that this change request has been implemented on this particular artifact. Configuration accounting. You also log the information that who approved this particular change. Configuration accounting. So your transaction level data related to a configurable items are generated via configuration accounting. Now, once done with this, you do a periodic verification and audit. So configuration verification and audit is a process where you identify that is the team following the configuration management plan? Usually, there would be a quality assurance team visiting your space and checking or doing a configuration audit. While doing a configuration audit, they ensure that do we have a proper document history? Do we have a traceability from one version to another version? Are we following a proper approval process as defined in a configuration management plan? So this all is done under the configuration audit. So configuration verification and audit is a third type of activity which we do in perform integrated change control to ensure that everybody gets the right version when they need it. So in summary, for your PMP and project management related information, you consider a configuration management as a system which ensures that all these artifacts remain integrated with each other. And at any point of time, all the team members are getting the relevant approved information. People should not be referring to different version of the same artifacts. So that is the primary goal of configuration management. Beyond this, if you are interested in knowing more about configuration management, PMI has a separate practice standard, which is a 60-65 pages a book, which you can download from pmi.org, which is dedicated to configuration management. It gets into the details of how to do an identification, how to do an auditing, etc. etc. So if you find that this subject is interesting, you can look at that particular document. For your PMP exam, this much information is more than enough for you. You may also consider reading the glossary items which are focusing and talking about configuration management critically, because they may use a language which may help you while doing various practice tests or ultimately the PMP exam. If you have any query related to this topic or any other topic of PMP or project management agile, please feel free to post it in our forum.izenbridge.com. We will try our best to address it as soon as possible. Thanks for watching our video on configuration management. Thank you.